Hello and welcome to my AWS beginners tutorial. This is for novices, so people who have no idea what they're doing, and even experts that know exactly what's going on. Today I'll be making you an AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate. Now a little bit about me. These are my certifications. I have the Cloud Practitioner, the Solutions Architect Associate, the Developer, and the SysOps Administrator. So you know that you're in good hands when I'm teaching you about AWS. Now, I already hear you. What is AWS? AWS is Amazon Web Services, which is essentially a cloud service that allows you to basically rent servers or services that AWS provides. For example, let's say you have an application. You love this application and you created it on your local computer, but you kind of want to go big and send it to the market, but you're worried that you have to buy a really expensive server. Well, fear not. You can just get EC2, AWS's computing service solution. You can simply just go to EC2, put in your code, and run a cloud server. Or let's say that you just want to store data. Let's say you have images or you want to store people's names. You then turn to S3, which is AWS's data service. Now, AWS has hundreds of services just like this, like EC2, S3, and they're just solutions. They're just solutions to businesses that want to solve business problems, like, for example, running servers or storing data. We have a bunch of these services, and we'll be going over the most basic and the easiest ones in this tutorial. You're probably wondering, why AWS? Why choose AWS out of all the cloud services? Why AWS? Well, it's because if you take a look at this graph, you can actually see that AWS is just undisputedly the king of the cloud services. There's AWS, in a close second there's Microsoft's Azure, and there's Google's cloud, and the others are behind. So why is AWS the king? The biggest reason is probably cost. Businesses turn to AWS because there are no upfront costs, which means that you don't have to pay for AWS right out of the gate. And one big thing is you only pay for what you use, which means that if your services and the number of services increase, then you just pay for more services in AWS. If it decreases, you pay less. It's really simple, and businesses love that. The second reason why AWS is the king is that it's really good at scaling with your demand. This is huge because businesses usually had to buy physical servers, and these physical servers just couldn't catch up to these little fluctuations, these little ebbs and flow in the market. And you would either overshoot or undershoot, and you would lose a lot of customers. AWS does not have this problem. It does not have this problem at all because it just scales up or down depending on how much demand you have. The third reason why businesses pick AWS is because AWS is secure. I mean, it's really secure. People are usually scared of sending data to the cloud because they don't know what's going to happen to their data, but you really don't have to worry about AWS. There's so much that AWS does that you don't have to worry about your data getting stolen or your data getting lost. AWS is very, very good at keeping that stuff secure and durable. The final reason why people pick AWS is because AWS simply has so many services. There's a service for this, there's a service for that, there's a service for whatever you might possibly need. Businesses love this because they don't ever have to worry about switching to some other competitor like Microsoft or Google because they offer something different because, well, AWS simply has it all. So here's a quick list of what we'll be covering. First of all, top level basics. You want to know what AWS is and how to use it. IAM and S3 is user management, and S3 is storing data. EC2 is servers on the cloud. Databases are storing data on the cloud as well. Advanced IAM, which is just making sure that your users are secure and your users are able to sign in. Route 53 routes your traffic from the internet. VPC, HA architecture, application security, serverless, all this stuff we'll be covering in the next chapters. But first and foremost, we want to be looking at top level basics. Now, I really, really don't want you to be worrying about, death by PowerPoint, because I hate PowerPoint too. I want you to be looking at projects. What am I really doing? What is AWS about? These projects that I'll be going through will show you how to use what you learn. That's really big, and that's kind of a must if you want to be passing the exam too. And that concludes our tutorial. I just want to say thank you so much for coming and, just seeing what AWS is about. If you want to, go ahead and subscribe, because I'll be posting tutorials every week, and I'll make sure that you understand exactly what AWS is, because it's really an amazing, amazing service to learn about. So thank you so much for coming on this journey, and I'll see you in the next episode. Keep moving forward.